Welcome to a Raw After Party, the unboxing of the January 2019 Pro Wrestling Crate, which, as you know, is owned by Pro Wrestling Tees, which, as you might know by now, is a sponsor partner of myself, the quintessential stud muffin, Joel Gertner. So if you'd like to get yourself any of my t-shirts, including the as we call it, Aberdeen-inspired t-shirt, you can go to prowrestlingtees.com/Joel Gertner, and you can spend your disposable income wisely. Here are the rules for the Pro Wrestling Crate Unbox. I have no idea what's inside. This was sealed for the last month since we got it until now. We've been stockpiling them, and now that we have the channel, we're going to do more unboxes, not just of Blue Apron, not just of Mr. Coliseum, we're going to do a lot of wrestling, and Pro Wrestling Crate we've been subscribed to for a while now. I think maybe even a bit before we were partners with Pro Wrestling Tees, and these are unbelievable. If you don't think so, you sure will in just a couple of minutes. But yeah, I don't know what the topic is. I don't know the theme because I haven't been keeping up month to month. So it's completely random. I'm going to have all of the surprise of a schoolboy in his wrestling collecting prime. Or an oversized man-child, as my wife likes to refer to me. This is the theme card, the topic card. It probably tells you what this month's theme is. I don't care. I don't want to look. I crave random. I devour variety like the spice of life. I am just going to dig in piece by piece, grab bag style. And the first thing is a t-shirt. There are usually 2 t-shirts, I think, in every crate. And the first one is a t-shirt. Let's see. I don't know that I'll be able to divine what the theme was for January just from the first t-shirt. What does it say, Oots?
Wear this in the worst town you've ever been in.
Is that Elias? The worst town you've ever been in? Lately, that's his deal, right? Last few months. Wear this in the worst town you've ever been in. Oh, no, now that I can see it, I know what this is all about. It's California inspired. We got the brown bear on the flag. This is so Cal uncensored, right? Isn't that those guys? Mm-hmm. Daniels, Sky, and Kazarian. You know these guys. And hey, Sky, not because he's young, man. Sky, we didn't get around, but Daniels and Kazarian, MXW alums, MXW Pro Wrestling. Chris Daniels, an ECW alum. And Chris Daniels also has been a guest on the 69-Minute Eargasm a couple of years ago, Volume 1. But search that out and find that because that was a hell of a podcast. And Daniels, Kazarian, and Scorpio Sky, great guys too. So SCU, wear this in the worst town you've ever been to. Awesome. T-shirt again. Number 2 is a t-shirt. Haha. I might be getting closer. I might be able to guess the theme after another item or 2. This is Joey Ryan, right? I can tell that
Joey
much.
Janela.
Joey Janela. See, I couldn't tell anything. I barely saw the front of it. Bad boy Joey Janela. So wait, so if we've got SCU and Joey Janela, you know, the December box, which hasn't aired yet on this channel, but which we recorded right before we did this one a few minutes ago. The December box, I guessed just willy-nilly, left and right, like I was on Wrestling Password. And I thought it was All In. I thought it was The Elite. And it turned out to be staff favorites. Staff picks at Pro Wrestling Crate. Staff favorites too, I think. So it would have been really tough to guess the topic on that one. So I want to be careful, especially because I don't have my glasses on. And when I saw Joey in that font and in those colors, I thought it was Joey Ryan for a second. So I'm going to be real careful about trying to figure out what the theme is for this one. But we've got SCU. We've got Bad Boy Joey Janela. This feels like a decal. I think I know that much. All About Me decal. Gosh, what is this? What could this possibly be? This feels like the micro brawler of the month. Who's it of? Ray Fenix. Now, I know Ray Fenix has done some Wildcat sports work, as have I. Is this an all-in box? I guessed it for December and I was wrong. Is this the... I don't want to guess it and guess wrong. Oh, it isn't. No. Is this another staff... Because look, this is a Pro Wrestling Tees Scully. Little Pro Wrestling Tees beanie. Gosh, what do we have? We have Pro Wrestling Tees hat. We have Rey Fenix, Janela, SCU. We've got the decal. The pin of the month is Switchblade Jay White. It's not a New Japan box. I think it might be another staff favorites. Back to... It's not. Squeeze is holding the camera. You can't see her, but she's shaking her head that it's not staff favorites. But there's a Pro Wrestling Tees hat. That's kind of... But there's a Pro Wrestling... She's also a stage manager. She's like, get in frame. But it's also a Pro Wrestling Tees hat. That throws it off, man.
That's a red herring.
That's the red herring?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I'm terrible. I got the November one I got right away. And then... So there's a DVD in every box. High Spots Wrestling Network. Best friends with Chuck and Trent. Popping dogs and talking hogs. Trent Beretta, back in the day, was Plasma, another MXW alum, another great guy. And the Best Friends stuff is awesome. If you've seen any of it on YouTube or wherever, if you've seen it on High Spots Wrestling Network, wherever you've caught it, amazing stuff. Gosh, I don't know. I just don't know. The hat is what's... Right? Because you've got all these different personalities, all these different... You got tag team, this, that, and the other thing. And then you got all these guys that are lighting it up and killing it on the indies. And then you have a Pro Wrestling Tees hat, which is great, which I would wear with the utmost pride. But as far as trying to divine what the theme of the month is, it just makes it super difficult. Last thing in the crate for January was the autographed picture of the month. Let's see without my glasses if I can tell who this is. This looks like Tessa Blanchard.
Mm-hmm.
Tessa Blanchard, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I need my glasses to see that one. Well, gosh, again, that Pro Wrestling Tees hat, man, I don't know. Squeeze, did you look at the card before we went live? You did? Yeah, and you wouldn't tell me, right?
You didn't want to know.
I didn't want to know. That's right. I'm just trying to be fun. All right.
Okay,
so if you're so smart, then, if you looked at the card, and I told you I didn't want to know what it was because I wanted to go in legitimately blind on it, and if you looked and didn't tell me, then, I mean, do you feel like all 5 clues, all 7 clues of Wrestling Password have come and gone, everything, and I can't tell what it is? What's the theme for January 2019?
Best of the Indies.
Best of the Indies. That's what I thought the December... I thought that... Well, it kind of was. It was staff favorite picks. But when we did the December one, watch that when we put it up, I was like, is it the Elite? Is it All In? Is it Best of the Indies? I think I called it Indie Spectacular or something like that. Indie Extravaganza. And long story short, it was the staff favorites. So this is the Best of the Indies, right? Mm-hmm. For January 2019. I came close, man. It's a beautiful hat. Everything in there is great. If you don't get Pro Wrestling Crate yet, treat yourself. Get your life right. Do something for you. Disposable income, man. You know you got some. And while you got some, head on over to ProWrestlingTees.com/Joel Gertner and get yourself at least one t-shirt. And they make them in all sizes. You can't be too big. You can't be too small. There's going to be a bunch of them up in 2019. Make sure you snag them all. Like Pokemon, just throw one on. And you'll be set. Hey, thank you for watching. Glad you stuck around with us after Raw. And again, this was the January of 2019. Going up at some point after this, November of 2018, December of 2018. Also watch us unbox Blue Apron ingredients for Blue Apron Weight Watchers freestyle recipes, which we then go into the kitchen and cook. And of course, we do videos of that as well. Share, like, love, be good to yourself and each other. Comment, reply. What do you mean wrap it up? I'm doing the thing that you do at the end.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Most importantly, tell a friend, tell family, telegraph, tell a phone, tell a wrestler, and as the girl says, Gucci.